Friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Log Learning. In this video we are going to solve ICSE Mathematics Class 8 chapter number 23 linear graphs exercise 23D question 1. So it says match each graph with the correct description. So we have 4 different graphs here. We have to match them with the description that the graph is telling, right? So in this type of graph you don't need to have the exact value of the point. You can just tell and describe it just by looking at the graph, okay, by seeing the curve, okay, by seeing how it is going. See the first one, okay, we have to match them. So part A says the car was traveling at a constant speed and then stopped. Yes, so how do I know that the car is traveling at a constant speed, right? If you see any graphs like this, right, so you can see if the graph is going up, yes, here you have the distance and here you have the time. So at any point if you will calculate the speed will be same. Yes, the speed is not accelerating, okay. Why? Because as the time is increasing, the distance is also increasing. Yes, so if I at this point I will calculate the speed, so it will be distance upon time. Yes, at this point if I will calculate the speed, then also it will be distance upon time, right? If this is d1 and this is t1, right, this is d2, this is t2, so it will be what? Same. The speed is constant, okay, because it is seen in the graph. If the speed will be constant, the distance will also increase accordingly. Yes, so constant speed means that the graph is going slanting. Yes, you can take it like that, okay. You can see the curves like this, okay, but it also says then it stopped, okay. So when it will stop, what will happen? When the speed will stop, you will see that if it will stop, the thing that will happen is that your distance will not increase. Yes, your time will keep on increasing. Yes, you have seen it here, right? If I have it like this, so your time here, that will keep on increasing, right? This is time, this is distance, so time will increase, but with the time your distance will remain the same, okay. This is how you show that the body or the car, it is at rest. Yes, it is not moving. Why? Because whatever distance is here, same distance it has traveled after a certain period of time, okay. The distance has not changed, it is at same distance, so that means it's not moving. Yes, so that means you can see here in this graph, yes, in graph number 4, okay, what you have got, look, we have got first of all that the car is moving with uniform speed. You can see the distance is going up, okay, so it means it is moving with a constant speed, okay. So that is there, and then you can see the curve has stopped. It is a straight line from this point, okay, till here, this point, the distance was increasing. That means the car was moving with the constant speed, but then at this point it became a straight line. You can see the distance is not changing. Yes, it is the same, so that means what? It has stopped, right? It's not traveling any more distance, right? So the fourth graph represents what is given here, okay. Then the B description says the car moved at a constant speed, right, okay, throughout the journey. Now it does not stop, it moves at a constant speed throughout the journey. Same thing as I said, the same graph, this one, you can see the distance is increasing as well as the time is increasing. At any point here, here or here, if you will calculate the distance and the speed, the speed, right, then you will observe speed will be same. Why? Because here some distance it has traveled in certain time, then distance has increased, but the time has also increased. Yes, and then again the distance has increased, but similarly the time has also increased, so the ratio will remain constant, right? If you increase both the values by 2, 3, 4, 5, the speed will not be affected, right? But the condition is distance and time should increase by the same value, and that will happen here, okay. So this is in graph number 3, okay. For B we have 3. The car was traveling at certain speed, okay, and then increased that speed, okay. So the more steep the graph will be, right, the more steep the slope will be, the higher the speed it will be. Yes, car was traveling at certain speed and then increased the speed, okay. Now this and this is already done. We have these 2 graphs. Look carefully. You can see wherever there is a horizontal line, what does that mean? That the graph, the car, it is at rest, it is not moving. Yes, the distance is not changing with the time, so the speed will also not change. Okay, so this is the first thing, but that therefore this is cancelled. Why? Because my car was moving at a certain speed, it was not at rest, so this graph, it cannot be there. Now see this second graph, right? You can see here what is happening, that as the time is increasing, right, the distance is increasing little bit. Yes, it is going like this, and then after a point it goes straight up like this, very steep. So what does this indicate? It means that your speed was there for some time. Yes, okay, there was speed here. Okay, it was traveling with certain speed, and at this point the distance started to increase more and more with the time, so the speed will also increase. Yes, so that means what? For the third part, that the car was traveling at a certain speed and then increase that speed, it is coming in the second graph. Okay, and last one, the car was stationary at first and then moved off at a constant speed. Now the part of stationary here, the rest part, it will come. You can see straight line means it is stationary, it's not moving. Slanting line means that it's moving with constant speed. That is the difference. Okay, so in distance time graphs, the straight line indicates that your body is at rest. Car was stationary at first, then it moved off at a constant speed. So the speed, you can see from this point, has increased up, right? So what does it mean? That first it was at stationary position, it was not moving with any speed, and then it started moving with a speed. Okay, and then you can see the speed was constant from this point, the distance kept on increasing. So this means what? That this is shown in the first graph. Okay, so A4, B3 and C2 and D1, that is the order. Alright, and friends, this is all for today. If you are new to my YouTube channel, do not forget to subscribe and leave a like on this one. Till then, take good care of yourselves and bye bye.